On first down, Trubisky. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Benjamin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Here's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check Mike 50. Hey, 18. He's charging.
On 2nd down, Eckler. A second nice move. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Chargers 9.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50. 65.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On second down, Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's complete. Henry. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
Hey, orbit.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here is Eckler, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, 7. All day, every day, any day.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. This is caught. The end result, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now it's Trubisky, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Come on,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And an alley to run. Past the 20. There he goes right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 43 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Alert! I got you. Hey, Delta. Hey, 50.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky, he'll buy some time right. Complete, Smith has it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. One receiver left, that's Allen. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Hey, Echo.
Trubisky to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Mexico City, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Three down. Ready, go!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let it go deep. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lucky. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run here with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain.
Football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10.